or by giving you back some cash. So they give you like maybe £80 for taking that contract on their site. So look out for those kind of sites that can help you to save money on those necessary things that you need every day. So look for those comparison sites. Look for, I would say, look for the comparethemarket.com, and also the top cashback. It helps you to save money on things. Another thing is for you to start up your own business. Start in this country. Everyone has a value to give. Everyone has something to give. So look within you and see, what can I give naturally that it will not take so much from me, but people will be able to pay for it. Look out for those things. It could be painting of nails, and you can just start that in your home and invite your friends to do maybe just have a girls' night out and let them come and paint nails. From there, before you know it, people start coming to your place and say, okay, I want to paint my nails. Oh, I'm going to pay you, and you can start to put a price on it because you are giving value. So look for something that can give value so that you can increase your income. So I've just given us some. So lastly, what I want to say is, be kind to yourself. Living costs are rising globally, everywhere. It's a problem everywhere. But for yourself, be kind to yourself and say, I can get through this. I can learn new skills. I'm trying to learn a new skill in AI because I love to design things. I love to be on the computer and set up admin systems. So I'm learning some new admin skills, some AI skills. So learn new things daily. Take steps each day to improve yourself. It's important in this time. And also do things that bring value to you and your family. And so simply, budget. I will just recap everything I've said. Budgeting is you knowing the reality of what you are getting every month, making sure that you know your income, you know your expenses, and prioritizing everything, making sure that you prioritize everything. Yes, so this is my talk today. If anyone have any questions, thank you for listening. Sorry, you can make some
not question.
Yeah, you can also contribute as well.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jameson Iladon. Like you rightly said, those are the stuff we actually do, my wife and I. But there's also something we talked about business and other stuff. You know, when we tell people to open, when you are listening to so many other people, business, one thing we actually fear is you leave your work that gives you money. You know, UK, you pay bills and other stuff. So, you know, what we fail to tell people is that before you leave your business, finally, you are to still do that business.
Yeah.
Still be on it, where your place of work, so that you can still get some income. Like not last month I registered my business. Before I came over here, the UK, I was into furniture, that's jewelry, kitchen cabinet, wardrobes, name it. So I spent 3 years in this country. At the end of the day, the mind to go into that business was not there, because normally for you to settle down here, you need your papers, you need so many things. So at times you pursue some things in life and you forget that there's something that you're supposed to do. If not because of courage and some kind of just giving up, maybe walking, because I'm this kind of person that would not like to work with somebody for too long, because I believe that what I'm made up of is kind of wasting. So not too many people will have those kind of courage and zeal to go into their personal business. though it's good, many people have talked about it, going to business, I will still advise. I just started mine. The registration I just completed. I just got my UTR.
Yes, it's
yeah, which was on Friday. Yeah, so at the end of the day, for me, at times I still think of how do I go about it, because my kind of job, I need a van, because I registered cleaning and the furniture work at the same time. So I need a van, I need some things, but anyhow, for me, because where I started from, while in Nigeria, it was like a rough ground, so I still have that mind to.
You can leave your job. And thank you so much for that contribution.
Thank you.
And well done for taking that bold step.
Thank you.
Does anyone have anything to contribute to?
Just our family as well, so just
It's about the service. You all know that in this country, some of us, we are a working class. We have some business. What I understood, like when you are earning money, I want to contribute to what you just said, and you said you have to set up boundaries. Because if not, you cannot save. How to set up boundaries is just what you said just quite ago. Like, I remember sometimes I will register a gym. I like to go to gym. I'll start from there. I like to go to gym. But what will happen? When I register, I will go. But it will not be time that I can't go. And my money will just keep reading. It happened to me, not just once, not just. So what did I not do? I cancelled it and stopped. So when I heard that, I said, yes, this, I'm the one you're talking to. And sometimes this, in this insurance of a thing, most of the ladies, I know men also, sorry that I'm using this word, we always go for Argos, buy and pay later. So when you do that Argos and you buy some like equipment, like home stuff, then they ask you like, do you want to set up insurance to cover it? And you set up covers. And at the end of the day, it goes nowhere because they are just taking your money, they will even take your money for 5 years unknowingly to you. Like my son PS5, and I will still take that PS5 to the shop to visit with my money. I will carry the
No, okay, yeah.
Are you getting it? Yes. I will take the PS5 to the shop and visit with money. And the PS5 is having insurance to cover it. And it doesn't make sense.
Yes.
So all those things we have to look into it and we cut it off so that we can save the money. And also for the electricity, sometimes we don't know how to control the light. The kids at home just switch on the light. Even when it's sunny, they can even open the window to see the room is clear, but they want to switch on light. And they want to on the gas for the heating. That mom, the house is very cold. Even when you are feeling hot, like that this house is not cold, but they want to do it. So how can you control that?
So for that, I would say for the children, explain to them why you want them to switch off the light, especially when it's bright. Like now, we don't need this light because we have reflection from outside. So you're explaining to them. I know for children, you have to repeat and repeat and repeat. They will get it. I hope that helps.
I just want to add something. So it's just a quick one on the energy issue. So most of the time, a lot of people don't know that when you're living in an all-electric property, there's literally nothing you can do about it because it's always very expensive to run. Like where I was living before was an all-electric property, and on average I was spending like 250, 300 every month because it's very expensive. And it's not just that it's expensive. You can't turn off the water because for you to get like hot water, you have to leave it on. Because if you turn it off, if you turn it back on, it takes like 2 hours or 3 hours.
Yeah.
And within that 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe
consume
£5 is gone. You understand? So there's literally nothing you can do, especially if you're living in an all-electric property. But what you can do is maybe if you're looking to move, you put it as one of the prerequisites for you to get another house. It has to be a central heating. Because where I moved to now, like I know I always leave the heater on. I was like £120. I'm like, oh, what's going on? I was like, where I was staying, I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I had to like resort.
People move to an apartment, not looking at the efficiency of the apartment. So it's important that even though it's cheap, because some people might go for the cheap price of rent, not looking at the expenses or daily expenses. So it's important that when you're moving house, you're looking at all those things because expenses for the rent might be that it's reduced, but the electricity might increase.
Even though you check that, if you have the need, right now this way you stay, you have to get another house whether you like it or not. You have family, you have kids and people to take care of. You don't have a choice.
True.
Even if everything there is rough, you just want to live where you are before. That rough place might be the better place for you. So it's just like what she said, that we just have to thank God for anything that you have, because you can't really control some certain things.
I'm loving this. Everybody's stopping.
On that I want to say, I remember when I was topping up £20 and it would finish like 5 days, 4 days. I would be screaming, say, why? I put £20, 4 days, why did I go there? They would take you because you are using your gas. I said, no, it's £20 I put for 4 days. One day I said, that's okay, let me just put 80 on 85 pounds. I put 85 pounds, and then it took me 1 month. Yeah, I said, okay, so maybe if you put more higher, you understand? It's more better you are putting those £20, £10 for top up. So when I put 85 pounds, then it helped me for 1 month. So maybe every month I'm so trying.
It's true. Like I say, but if you add £20 or £100, it doesn't cut out anything. If I'm to advise, don't do top up. Do direct debit.
Direct debit is the best.
Go on a fixed contract, especially it's during between April to June, the price cap drops. You fix your contract for either 1 year or 2 years. Okay, so when you fix your contract, you're going to be fixing your contract. The thing is that when people fix their contract, they assume that their direct debit is fixed. No, what is fixed is your unit rate and your standing charges, and that is what determines your monthly bill. You understand? So your direct debit can either go up or come down. So when you fix your contract between April and June, that's when the price cap, like the summer month, that's when the price cap always drops. And you fix it for like 1 year or 2 years. On the long run, you've saved a lot of money. I remember one time when I was working there, and you know these whites, they always have this information. So the man called to fix his contract. He fixed the contract 5 years ago. And as of then, they used to like do 3 years, 5 years. He was paying 0.03 pence. I was like, why now it's like 60 pence? And he was paying 0.06. So in a month, it was really like £50, even during winter. You understand? So doing pay as you go, you're actually cheating yourself. Yeah, you're actually cheating yourself because one, the unit rate and standing charge is always higher than fixed tariff or even the flexible tariff, but direct debit. So if you really want to save money, it's best to do that. And also, there is a lot of myths around smart meters and all of that. What people say, oh, what they were paying lesser when they were using the traditional meter, and now they moved to smart meter, they are paying higher. It's not true. What happens most of the time is that when you were using the traditional meter, you were not submitting your meter readings.
Yeah.
And then when you maybe after some years move out of the property, they will now slam you with a 1,000 bill. You'll be like, what is going on? So traditional meter doesn't actually make you spend less. But if you want to keep your traditional meter, it's very okay. But be submitting your meter readings monthly. At the end of the day, the best bet is to go on a fixed time, especially between April, like this winter.
This when I was working with Scottish Power. So yeah, it's important. The pay as you go is also, the meters are very expensive compared to direct debit. But I understand what you mean by because of the £80 because
It saves you less.
it saves you less because you're not having to think about
Think about it.
Yes. That's why it is. So I know the other thing I think we talked about is compare the markets. Always, before you go into any contract, compare the markets before you take that contract. And I'm giving you a site or top cashback, that's what it's called. So they give you money for using their site. So if I'm going to start up with 3 mobile contracts, I'll go to that site and check for 3 mobile, then to come up with how much they're going to give me for using that. So use those sites, they will help you. Okay, this has been an interesting session. Thank you so much for all your contributions.
And I want to add to it. Yes, the last one, yes, so you come here to talk.
Of course, yeah, this is all the bad.
So, you said survive kindness. So we should be kind to ourselves, not just to ourselves. We should also be kind to people. But starting from ourselves. If you don't love yourself, you can't love others. The love started from you. If you love yourself, when you see others, you can love them. But if you don't love yourself, you will always see complaint about others. So if we are a Christian and we love ourselves, so we should also love our neighbor, people around us, and be kind to them. In any time of their need, we should also be there for them. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So please,
one more.
One day we were just talking. So some of the ladies inside said, because they call me chairman. It's like I'm the most senior amongst them. So she said, this one that we are just here, we are like, so that we don't go and have dementia, let us come together at times, arrange some things and eat, enjoy ourselves. So the first time we came together, we just did buns, chicken and everything we ate. So when we were leaving, somebody said, is that what we are going to be doing? Let us try and do contribution. So that every month, this one will carry, this one will carry. So we were 10, so we started. So every month, somebody takes 5,000, somebody takes 5,000. So after a year, we found out that it was stable. Everybody could wage it. So we now said, okay, can we do business? So 10 of us came together. We already have a benchmark. Okay, right now, instead of us to take that money, let us put some money together, which is when we came together, the money was about £60,000, which we're able to put together for 1 year. Instead of taking every month 10,000, because we now upped the money from 500 to 1,000. So we're very focused on what we wanted to do. So we said, because we took the clue from, we have some Indians and these Pakistani people amongst us working. So we realized that once they come into the country, it's not long, they've gotten their driver's license, which is one of our big thing here. So, when they come, some of them come as agency to our workplace, we ask them questions. So they began to give us some exposure, what they do as people. They said before they come, as they are planning to come to the UK, they tell them £500 or £600, look for that money and keep. So that when you come, get your license, a fresh license, so that you can use it in this place for 1 year. So that when you're coming, you'll be able to get a car, even if it's a small car, just buy, you can use it with your provisional license here. So that's why you see those people, they are like a community that are growing.
Yeah.
If they want to buy a house, they come together,
Yes.
they buy the house for one person.
Yeah.
Yes.
They all go and see that house. It's not that this happening. They all go together. There are like 20 people.
Yes.
They save that money. They buy your house.
It's true.
They all go to the place, check the house, and show that that house is bought.
Yes.
Unlike us Nigerians, because I don't know if it's because of our race or betrayal, we have so many things that are, limiting us.
Yeah.
Lack of trust, backbiting, like
Exactly.
the Bible will say, so many things that break us apart, which we have not come to terms with. We are so many here. I was surprised when 10 of us could put 60,000 pounds together under 1 year. So I was just thinking. So we met some business advisors. They told us, no, what you want to do, because we wanted to go into property, buy a little property, arrange, we build it and everything. We have some of the guys with us, the engineers, the institute care, myself. I know about furnishing and so many other things. I'm into care. So at the end of the day, so they said, okay, what we'll do, they advised us that we should get our houses. If we want to go into properties, we should get our houses so that we get that is it 25% something government benefit. Yeah, so that was the advice that came. So what I'm saying in essence is this: if you have some persons, like now we're still doing the contribution. Right now we now came to the point that, okay, if you take your own, one person is taking like 10,000 every month. Take one by. Now we are not telling you if you want to buy a house, go and buy a house. But the idea was that, okay, let's take this money. If you have 10,000, you have maybe like 5 or 6, whatever, you have your deposit for the house you're buying. But if that's what they want, because at the end of the day, some said no, they will do whatever they want to do, because we wanted to monitor what the money was being spent on. So that it will not be as if you are telling somebody what to do with their money. We just said, okay, whatever you want to do. Some of them said, okay, they are buying houses and all this stuff. So some of us Nigerians, once we are able to buy the properties, like we are on top of the world. So for me, it's something that I laugh at. For me, if I get one person or two to be able to do some things with, in 3 years, 4 years, there are so many things you can achieve that we wow the other person. So let's think about how we can incorporate. Thank you.